Okay. I can mute myself here.
Right. Hello, all you folks out there in YouTube land. Lord of the Crockett Squirrels here with the Snack Patrol. Say hello, Snack Patrol.
Am I really here, though?
Say hello, Snack Patrol.
No.
No.
I never stick with the script.
Well, we have. It's just you and Thomas today. Sanji has bailed on us. He's gone to go get a piece of hardware.
Actually, it's just me. It's just me right now.
Oh, is it? Did
Thomas pulled out.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
he's
I think I think he
he
might have actually just lost his connection. That's been known to happen. It's been kind of up
are
and
you
down for him today already. So he'll be back.
are you saying he just doesn't know how to maintain a communication?
A communication. That's kind of odd phrasing. All right, guys, we've got a rather strange little show for you today. We've got 4 games to play and 5 games to talk about, so we're probably not going to waste a whole bunch of time on the nudes, except to say that
Guess
yes,
who
there
popped in?
and except to say that Mr. Biden seems to be on his way towards reversing his attitude about the border wall, because that's going to be fun. Oh no, wall bad, wall bad, wall bad. 4 years of no wall.
Yep.
Walls are
But it's
racist.
okay if Biden does it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well, then Mr. Biden murdered the funding for it. After which, and now that now not even 100 days into the new administration, he's gone. We got a problem. And
Yeah.
all anybody over here can say is, "No shit, Sherlock. What the fuck did you expect?"
What?
Well,
I thought we liked putting kids in steel bar hotels.
Oh no! This isn't even steel bars. This is metal pipe and metal pipe, plexiglass, and mylar emergency blankets.
you know what? The remake of Cool Hand Luke, this isn't what I expected.
Yeah, I know. Not that Cool Hand Luke needs to be remade. It should probably be just left the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
They need Cool Hand Luke needs a remake in the same way as Deliverance and Ghostbusters. With Ghostbusters being the one they remade, quote unquote remade, badly.
The only thing holding up their Deliverance remake is Ned Beatty not wanting to do the screw you like a pig, boy.
I know, right? That's the river they filmed Deliverance in. If Ned Beatty can't get up there, if Ned Beatty can't get up that river, the Frenchman in bicycle pants ain't got a prayer. In reference to Jeff Foxworthy, in reference to the Olympics in Georgia. Yeah, there you go. All right, so. Yeah, Mr. Biden's now having to backtrack on a bunch of things, including apparently vaccine passports. So that doesn't look like it's going to be a thing, which is good because once you've got that, you've got all the infrastructure you require to do every fucking thing else that China did, and we don't want China. We don't want to be like China. And if you absolutely insist on being like China, then I get to absolutely insist that you get fucked.
And an hour later, get fucked again.
Nah, no. We'll just have him get fucked the first 6 times all in a row by the horse he rode in on. And if that sounds cold, good. All right. If that sounds mean, even better. If that makes me look like an asshole, that's the bestest ever. 10 thumbs up, and I've only got 2. Hell, I only get 6 if I've got everybody here with the thumbs up. So, Speaking of the thumbs up, go ahead and smash that like button if you would be so kind, that would be great. While we get on to our first abomination, and this one's going to be a little different. I'm going to be switching. I need to switch things around a little bit so that we can play the video, which is actually, funnily enough, the trailer that they sent me in the press kit, and we'll talk about the rest of it after that. Get a petition that 1984 be renamed to 2024. No, I think we'll leave it with 1984. It'll be fine. You can make a follow up for poor Winston in 2024. Well, no, actually, it wouldn't be Winston anyway. They put a bullet through his brain at the end of 1984. Okay, let's do this thing. I'm going to kill the desktop audio for this purpose. That means that the Snark Patrol will not be heard until I'm done. All right. Catch you guys up in a couple of minutes. Give it a listen. See what you think. Because, of course, I have to be a snarky bastard. We're going to start right there. And why not? Okay. Click here and click there. Here we have the trailer for a game called The Lonely Assassins, released on iOS and Android a very short time back. Currently, I believe they want $2.99 for it in the Android store. Not sure about the Apple store. They won't tell me. But you have it. But what we have here is a lost phone that belonged to some guy. His name is Larry, and we have utilizing some of the older Doctor Who characters and some new ones. We get to go find out what the hell happened to this poor bastard and his wife, because of course we do. Oh, it's supposed to be available on Steam. I didn't actually see it on Steam, but that's a thing. If I'd known, I'd have had them send me a Steam key, and we could have actually played this thing directly rather than having to take footage or swipe the trailer. So, it plays very much like every other Lost Phone thing. It's got that Doctor Who theme made by Auntie Beeb. Because Auntie Beeb does shit. This one actually may or may not involve Jodie Whittaker's quote-unquote 13th Doctor. She's actually number 14. Well, we don't go there. Even though Tennant actually, I think, got 2 doctors all to himself. But that's not here nor there. The 13th, she's still even the 14th actor to actually play that role. But I digress. As Lost Phone games go, it's not terrible. It can be frustrating at times, but that's just the way it goes with some of this shit. Beyond that, not terrible. Lots of fun and interesting things to go on in here, and it's got that it's actually more of a Doctor Who episode than an actual Doctor Who episode. In fact, the Doctor Who actually did an episode very similar to this, and there was another game with Whittaker's Doctor in which all we had was a cell phone, and we had to deal with, of course, the Weeping Angels. Oh wait, is that a spoiler? No, not a spoiler. All right, at this point, I'm gonna stop it. If you can find it on Steam, maybe that might be worth it. If you have, depending on what type of phone you have, there are no ads, no nothing else, no gotcha, nada. You pay for the game, you get to play the game. Last you take, depending on how quick you are with the tappies, for less than 2 hours. At $3 or $4, so that should be okay. Certainly, we're going to get a better value out of that than I don't know, any Spunk Gargle Wee Wee game that I could mention. Especially a $60 game with a 5-hour freaking campaign mode, or no campaign mode at all. All right, so that's going to be it for that. And let's go back to the gang. Okay, they can hear you now.
But can they really hear us?
Well, they certainly heard you.
I can hear.
To answer the question that was in the chat, Doctor Who started to be vandalized towards the end of the Tennant era. Smith did okay. Capaldi was getting consistently screwed, and the complete vandalization of Doctor Who happened under Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker. Me personally, I think they need to drag Russell T Davies back to his writing desk by the hair. I leave which hair I'm thinking of to the imaginations of the audience.
Let's go with leg.
Yeah, it's a Lost Phone game. It's actually, believe it or not, it's not bad. It's not very often that a Lost Phone game can actually reach out and grab me, because really, you're pretty much the only new character involved.
Mm-hmm.
The guy whose phone we found, he was actually in a Doctor Who episode featuring the Weeping Angels. From an earlier Doctor, I might add. There's references to the time crack, which puts the time that this particular instance happened somewhere before the end of Matt Smith. So on and so on and so forth. So, somewhere between here and there, we'll figure that. Honestly, it's wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff, and we don't have to know exactly when this happened. Mm-hmm. We just know that it's Whittaker's doctor that responds eventually, and finds a way to put the damn thing in our hand. Because the doctor has crossed his own timeline many times.
Yeah.
Over one side and around the other. Multiple copies of the same doctor in one place. That happened to Eccleston. The purported ninth Doctor, who was in fact number 10. Because the War Doctor counts.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody that doesn't like it can kiss my ass.
Well,
that I really loved.
So
I actually really did like
anymore.
John Hurt as the Doctor.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he was the quote unquote War Doctor, he still counts in terms of biology and a number of regenerations. The absolute vandalism, of course, was the end of season 12. We don't talk about that. That whole thing was just a complete crock.
And like the last episode of the new Battlestar Galactica, we don't talk about it.
Yeah, well, actually,
the last episode of Game of Thrones, we don't talk about it.
We definitely don't talk about that one. The last episode of Battlestar Galactica was, in fact, a nice wrap-up for the whole thing. But then you got to realize that it was a fucking crap sack to begin with. So, It was a fucking crap sack. But Battlestar Galactica did well as a crap sack world.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely brilliant for what it was. The older Battlestar Galactica, I actually went and watched those two. I actually went and watched the two series back to back, just in one great big fucking. In what turned into a huge fucking marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Over
and
the course
Galactica
of about a
1980,
week.
we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't. Galactica 1980 was not included in that marathon because it did not exist. It did not exist. It will never exist, and anybody referencing Galactica 1980 can get bent. There is no such creature. Just like there wasn't an all-female Ghostbusters. Just like any attempt to rewrite 1984 under that title, remake Deliverance or Cool Hand Luke, or any one of a number of other things. There are things you just should not fuck with. Somebody says
On
they
the
want
other
to
hand-
remake. Someone
on
said
the
they
other
wanted to
hand-
remake Grease, and I'm going, no. Just
No. On the other hand, though, there are some movies that can be remade over and over again, and I'll still love them. The Death Race movies are an example of that.
Well, you could remake Critters and get away with it too, but yeah.
Who hasn't?
You wouldn't want to remake Gremlins.
Who hasn't?
Well, there are people that haven't. I would remake the Starship Troopers movies in a heartbeat. Only thing is, I'd try to make I'd have to have a nice fat budget because I'd try to remake it as close to the book as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Paul Anderson went completely fucking sideways on the whole thing. He hit kind of he hit the minor plot points without actually getting anywhere.
Yeah.
And he replaced poor old Mr. Dubois with Rat Chick in a high school. No, you don't do that. Because that job was clearly stated to have been the job of a retiree. Well, let me see something here.
What?
Doctor Who: The Lonely Assassin, $6. It's $6 on Steam.
Not a bad price.
No, not for what it is. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And it was made available on the 19th of last month. So I think it might be better. I think it might actually work. That it's designed for a phone, but is not necessarily the best on a phone. If that makes any damned sense. Smacking my iPad around trying to get it to cooperate. That was a thing. Okay.
I'm sorry I can't do that, Dave.
Oh, it actually says that a special appearance by Jodie Whittaker is the voice of the Doctor. So, yeah, there we go. It actually picks up where the episode Blink left off.
Ah.
So, yeah, that's a thing. I couldn't even. I spent a couple of hours and got most of the way through the game before I finally said, you know what, fuck it, let's not do this anymore. All right, off we go into the wild blue yonder because actually at this point we're burning daylight. Let's get on to our first abomination, shall we, gentlemen?
I was wondering when.
Yeah, we're going to start with the title game first, the one that's actually listed at the bottom there. We are not going to be starting this from the beginning because we got about a little over a half hour's worth of just story setting and exposition to get through before we can actually see the gameplay, and I want to show the gameplay. So we're going to do that. And
we'll get on it.
Let me brief OBS on what the hell it's supposed to be doing. Give me maybe a little more than 2 seconds. We need a minute or so.
Maybe it's too afraid of slipping.
And it's, funnily enough, it's actually still set for Octopath Traveler. To the virtual stars. There you go. Now I get to click over here.
It doesn't want you to peel it away from Octopath Traveler. Huh, interesting.
Well, you know what? If this was XSplit, there's an actual auto detect that works. Unfortunately, I don't seem to be having a whole lot of luck with getting XSplit to cooperate. So that's going to be a thing. Small noise. There it is. That's the controller being reconnected. There we go. right in. So, here we go. We're going to skip that because...
VVV
Whoa, that's loud. Okay, let me just... Okay, voices are too loud. So... Well, they're louder than I want them to be anyway. Let's turn that down a little bit more. This is the only game that only one of these Neptunia games that I remember that didn't have voice act
Stub.
that didn't have English voice acting. They did not do dubbing in the. They don't have dubbing.
Dub versus subs.
I'm honestly, I prefer subs 99.998% of the time. This is actually This is all the way through to the other side of. We still have some tutorials going on.
That gives me a great idea for a game. You heard of Cards Against Humanity? Dubs Against Humanity.
Yep.
$1 million idea.
One of the things I do find entertaining about that is the name of some of these mobs. A wall snake. Uh-oh. Yeah, she's being loud. It's Nep-Nep we're talking about here, so... Die. Wow.
Poor squirrel doesn't know how to handle a snake quickly.
Alright, I think I can actually shoot this one. I think.
I think we should probably warn the viewers that sadly there is no mouse support. Because the modes is better for FPSs.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Well, the mouse support here is limited and slow. I can use the mouse. I don't. That this makes me not want to.
Ah. What? Okay, you can't go past there.
We can't get past there, and I don't remember exactly. Appreciation mode.
It's got arrows pointing for you to go past there for some reason.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Well, that's helpful.
We have to be able to get. We have to be able to get through here, but I don't see. I don't see a switch. I don't see a switch, and therefore there probably isn't one.
Well, you can always try and follow the arrows backwards. It starts there, so maybe somewhere around here. What's that?
Shoot everything. See what happens. See what works.
Oh, yeah. That's the save, isn't it? Yeah, back up.
This is the safe area we started in. Oh, and it gave me all of my life back. Kick ass.
Oh.
The kicking of ass and the taking of names. All right. So apparently, what I'm looking for is somewhere else. Oh, I see. Mr. Free account?
Yeah. What is this, Fortnite?
Well, the problem if you play it like Fortnite.
In Minecraft.
Yeah.
Here's what's actually happening. I'm actually too far back. I'm actually backing off too far, and I keep triggering me again. Will you let me pass? I hope so.
Just make sure one of them isn't Gandalf.
Supposed to do a special attack on that or something? I don't know.
Oh, it looks like it's been fixed. Die. Agumon Core, I have no idea what that even means, and I'm pretty sure the game will explain to me eventually.
Oh, there it is. It's green now.
Yep. It turned green a little bit ago.
So you are now greenlit. Oh, nope.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not allowed to go backwards. This is probably... Okay, this is boss space. Hey, I gotta level up. An armor golem. Ooh, what the hell does that even mean?
I believe it's a golem made alive.
Well, that's old school. It could be Kevlar. It is armored after all.
Might be Kevlar, might not be. That's still a wall snake.
Well, at least it's not a wall cow.
Oh, no, we'll see those later, I'm betting.
Yeah, look for the cows with the purple hair.
Oh, it.
Oh, I need a save point. Uh-oh. That was no good. I backed off, and that created a potential problem.
Well, at least you can. At least you have the opportunity to grind.
Yeah, I know, right? It does actually give me the opportunity to grind. I can't go that way. Not now. I'm supposed to go here first.
For an event.
Get.
あの子たちはまだみたいね。
Now, those of you who have been long-time Nep-Nep fans already know who these two are. They're goddesses from game industry. It's the other ones that we're having issues with, and part of this game involves the destruction of a thing called content. I wonder what that might be about.
What is this content of which you speak?
探しに行くべきでしょ
Well, considering that there's at least a few people that consume such content on this very channel at least twice a week. Yeah. That's kind of that's where they're going with this. In this case, we've got a couple of we've got some folks called VTubers that produce the content in this world.
すれ違いになる
No, we're not in game industry.
危険よご安心ください。そっか。そうね。ちょっとし。
Using special weapons. Okay, so we're gonna check out the VTubers. Okay, and we have These two in
Coco
particular,
here?
they make up a group. And I forget the name of the group at the moment, but they refer to themselves as me and you, as distinct individuals.
Wow. So no Coco or Gargar.
Not so much. I'm not sure how to. Okay, so we have a double jump. We have a double jump. Just like the goddesses do. Okay, now I know how it works. And we will then create the save right there, so I don't have to go back to do this again later.
That would be a good thing.
Alright. Okay, there is a... We break the boxes in the field, and we can do shit with them. Huzzah. Okay. Moving along. There's a box over here. Bang. Oh, no. We definitely don't want to jump over that. Okay.
Oh, maybe we got Thomas back.
I hope so.
Would be nice.
Yeah.
You might actually want to see this game.
Maybe I do.
ああ、もしかして君たちがニュートラルのミーという？
Okay, neutral. That's the. Nope, don't want to stop.
そりゃもう最近ちょっと再生数が伸びたからって。
Oh!
VTuber だもんね。
Tell me this does not describe YouTubers and Twitch streamers, please.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay, the destruction of content by some creature that wants to make the whole thing up, that wants to make the content their content obsolete. Yeah, the villain here is not named Susan, and although it should be.
Yo.
If it,
But that might be a little
YouTube is
too on the
listening, we
nose.
love you. China, no.
つまらないし、ネタはありきたりだし。
Did I let the mask slip a bit too much there?
どうせ中身がおっさんなんでしょ？
おっさんじゃないよ。ゆうちゃんはおっさん臭いところあるけど。
Oh, come on!
おい
Wow,
待て
sick burn.
VTuber なんてみんな嘘つきだね。見る価値ないよ。勝つだよ、勝つ。
I resent that remark, actually.
それよりテレビの方が面白いに決まってる。日曜の夜は野球を見てビールを飲むんだ。
あんたかわいいおっさんというかいわゆる老害に
Of course, he'd want to watch a game with a bunch of balls in it.
Oh! That's because they don't have any.
そんなことないかつ。僕は可愛らしい。
さっきまでそんなゴミなかったじゃんっていうか勝つってそこはかとなく勝利
俺、わしの偽装が見破られるとは。
来るわよ任せてギッタギタにどうしよう
Where are ya?
集まりなさいえいやえいハックでなんだくらえ集まりなさい行くよ付き合い行くよ一網打尽よ行くよ任せてはっはっもらったとどめよそこはっはっよしはっもらったとどめよそこ
Labo armor gone with that.
行くよ
Oh, my dodging skills aren't all that good.
よし
Wow, her dodging skills suck.
わしは何をしとったんじゃろう。
まったくでも懲らしめたら急におとなしくなったね
Yup.
そうね毒気が抜かれたみたいになってたわねきっとその通
Should we be watching this? This looks like something kind of personal.
りです見てたならアドバイスぐらいすみませんあまり普通に戦われてたのでまあまあそれよりネプチューヌ皆さんご無事ですよそっか
Ooh, digital fruit juice. I'm not sure I want to know what that's about. WTF is digital fruit juice. Answer: I'm not sure I want to know.
It's new Welch's. It's new Welch's Thirst Fighter.
Okay, so now we have seen. Now we have seen both. So we're gonna save here. Honestly, this is all the way. This is the way the dungeons are actually gonna work. You'll have two teams. You'll have Team Goddess and Team VTuber. And every part of the story at this point has been, at least in my opinion, a critique of the way cancel culture is working currently. So we are going to
一息ね
go ahead and kill this one because we've still got 3 more to get to.
Yep. Well, at least you saved. But the question is, even though you saved, are you safe?
I don't know. I think that's something that's gonna have to be figured out over time.
We can always ask Dustin Hoffman.
No, I'm not actually all that thrilled with the idea of Tootsie. Robin,
I was going with Marathon Man, but
I honestly
I don't
think
know if
Mrs.
I want to go that far.
I actually found Mrs. Doubtfire to be the better made movie. And they used an actor that could actually pull it off. Dustin Hoffman couldn't make it work.
Aw.
Well,
Did Mrs. Doubtfire warm your heart?
it's not as hard. I'm worried about.
Well, that's just it. Mrs. Doubtfire played it up for the. Actually managed to do something semi-serious, mostly serious actually, while still playing the whole thing up for laughs. So yeah, I'm okay with that. All right. So do we want super frustrating? Do we want platformy, supposedly ARPG, or do we want the simulation next? You two figure it out between yourselves, and I'll be right back.
Let's be stimulating and go with the simulation.
The simulation.
Yep.
Or that be stimulation.
Hey, Opal,
Oh, maybe we'll get a rise out of one of us.
I'm taking a little blue pill for that. Or to go back even further. Hi, I'm Bob Dole. Bob Dole likes the Bob Dole pill. For the kids listening, this is a callback to something that's probably too old for you.
Yep. Did we scare the squirrel off? Was there not enough nuts in our jokes?
Oh, good. Now, they're there.
Well, you know. Oh, as long as he doesn't show up as Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's good. Oh.
And remember, kids, we are trained professionals. Do not try this at home.
Speak for yourself. I'm not trained and I'm not professional. I ain't getting paid.
So that check I got in the mail with all the zeros on it and nothing else, that was a mistake. Great. That's good to know.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we can next have to work for free, apparently. Geez, what is this? China?
No. You're thinking of the USSR, in which they were so communist that even the communism was so bad that they even bothered with the paychecks.
I was just figuring that this was some forced employment program.
No, that would be Germany in the early 1930s.
Well, I'll also ask the Uyghurs what they think about that.
Well, it's not the first time. That wasn't even the pilot program for it. The pilot program was much meaner. Usually involving things like whips and chains. Oh wait, that's a different. Is that right? Yeah, probably.
So a game you say?
Game I say yes.
Yes.
Opal said simulation. Did you object or no, Tom?
I went with that.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and fire that up real quick. Where the hell did I put my encoder? He's over there. Right, got it. Okay, here we go. Go to properties and get the correct thing. Maybe that's the correct thing, or is that not the correct thing? I think that's not the correct thing. There's two versions. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do though is grab the volume mixer.
Turn the music up.
Because that is fucking loud. That is really loud. And volume. Oh, the volume controls up top. Let's go to 30% from where we are right now. That's good. Now I might not actually get... Seriously? It doesn't want to capture. Let's try the
One
other
of those
one.
free range programs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got to tame it first.
Well, I think what I'm actually going to have to do is get it to stop being stupid. All right. I have a window capture here. Properties. Because this is not the first time that's happened. There we go. That's better.
I thought this was a game perfectly designed for the hand. At least according to Ray.
Okay, first off, I don't think Ray Park gets a vote here. Seriously? Oh, that's why. There you go. Welcome to the Adventurer Inn. All right, we got it. We got it, folks. It turned up. All right. We do have mousey control, so that's actually good. Okay. There's a set of endings. There are 5 of them. Probably one in which you have failed miserably. Volume, sound effects. We'll turn that down too. Because text speed needs to be instant. Burp, 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 burp. Auto mode, the delay for thereof. Windowed, good. Let's go for 150%. There we go. That's better. And now I have to cut the size of the window over here so that you all can see everything. There we go. That's better. All right, let's give it a start. I have not looked at this game at all.
Black.
That should be freaking obvious. Going there is like returning. What the fuck? Going where? Battles, injuries, the loss of friends, and only a fraction of the impairments adventure. Those are only a fraction of the impairments adventurers are expected to suffer. You know what? The life of an adventurer is often nasty, brutish, and short, and death is the most likely career exit. That's always been the case.
I thought it was a retirement plan. After all, they're worse than any pastures.
Well, they're certainly they're certainly underselling what an adventurer is expected to deal with and should expect to deal with just because he wants to go adventuring.
So when you really think about it, Valhalla is a retirement community.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but then by that definition, so is hell. Although if I'm going to be absolutely honest, hell would at least have something to do.
Well, you never have to worry about being cold.
I would agree. I could agree with that. Unless
Depends
of
on
course
which
hell
ring
is
you go
cold.
to.
Because hell could be an ultimately cold place, and there would be no fire.
Well, then it would just be Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Well, and then who exactly? Well, considering the distance between the Kanakistan border and Hell, Michigan, where the Kanakistan border is never more than 100 or 150 miles away, yeah, it's like that. I'm not sure exactly where Hell, Michigan is, but it's in Michigan and therefore too close to the Canadian border.
Okay, you got a point. We do have better water than Michigan.
Well, you have better water than Flint, but yeah, that's still a problem. Like a decade and a half later, that was a huge scandal way back in the day. Gonna fall for this bullshit, hook, line, and sinker, of course. By the way, let's you folks from this one here was sent here by Kagura Games, and you can go ahead and use the actual word. I don't think anybody's gonna mind. There we go. I will be running the Adventure Inn. Is that what I look like? I hope not. By the way, there is actually there's an adult patch for this game, and it can be had for free from Kagura's website. I find that unlikely, but not impossible. That would be because these people have money. Let's go back about 12 hours. And this is what we're supposed to look like. Okay.
Which automatically takes us the downloads for the adult patch.
This is on Automagic.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Got a big ass bar. Fluffy wheat, huh?
Fluffy
And
wheat.
they don't have any. And some moonflowers, fake leaves, and stuff. Okay. Weak sleeping pills. Oh, I know what he wants. I know what he's thinking.
Oh, we got a Richard.
Hey, Richard! You missed Nep-Nep, dude. Oh, Crash Bandicoot 4. I hope you were good at the earlier games, cause yeah, that's a thing. They just they did mix it up a bit, but you want to sharpen your Bandicoot skills on the earlier games before you take on Crash 4. 13 Sentinels. I've seen it a few times. I haven't actually gotten around to playing it. I should do that someday. Aroma in the third color, replace withered flowers for moon flowers. Instead, this opening what? No. Aurora, there we go. And we want some moon flowers. The room level is 2. Foods. Tasteful toast. Cracked blinds. New blinds. Marble blinds and gemstone blinds. What the hell? We have everything for drinks?
No clue.
Off the beds, the cotton bed, the feather bed, the otherworldly bed, not Phoenix bed. Okay, fine, we'll open. You only have 2 rooms, though. Okay, who are those 2 Wonkos? And 300 gold. That was definitely a place to start. Okay. Enemies. The ghost. The ugly toad. And the man-eating bear. Oh shit. It's
Oh jeez.
the drop for the man-eating bear is Mr. Bear Meat. I like it. I don't know why, but I like it. So my guess would be this is going to be about where we want to go with that. This is probably as good as we're going to get. It's a low screen. Yeah, no, this is honestly this really is a this is heavily modified RPG Maker. At least that's what it looks like to me. And do I care about that? Not so much. It's fine. The status of the inn, we have fig leaves. On flag soldiers, mercenaries, bouncers, maids. Maids will be fun. We could do maids.
Why don't we make the man-eating bears the maids?
What?
Why don't we make the man-eating bears the maids?
That'd be fun.
You're sure what you talked about?
You can stock up on. We need one. We're finished with our shopping. And of course, we had to go to the town. Okay, the withered flowers, the flowers, they be dead. Food. We'll go for the tasteful toast again. And we open the inn because the moonflowers, yeah.
Probably go for Lena.
$300 gold. Okay. What was on that materials list anyway? Pretty plank from distance towns. Drapes from. Well, there's a couple different things here. Okay. How far out do we? Okay, long journey. First cave. First cave. We can go get moonflowers. That's the harbor town. That's that I'm guessing is the distant town because we came from here. No, I'm not sure which one we're at. This one here, I think.
I have no clue.
Let's go to first cave because why not? Oh, I think we're gonna get killed.
Oh.
Yeah, we're getting hammered.
Yeah.
Oh, we've only got one. Oh, wow. There's some fun stuff.
Wow.
We got moonflowers again.
Toad
Tomatoes
fat.
and black.
Wow.
Yeah, we need to. At some point, we're gonna. At some point, I'm going to need to do some recruiting.
I think so.
Explosive eggs. Oh dear. A surprise salad. Ooh.
Wow.
We only have one thing around tomatoes there, so. You know what we're doing. You know what we're doing wrong.
What?
We're getting drawn in. And that's actually bad. So how about I click here and then click there. And we move on to our next abomination, shall we? I'll remember this one for later, though, because I want to. But before I do that, I'm going to modify it. I'm going to put the mod in. Okay, what do we got next? We have the action RPG and we have action RPG, platforming action RPG, and frustration. I'm thinking frustration just so that Thomas can see it for the 15 seconds before he has to leave.
Yep. Yep. Let's go with the frustration.
Yeah, let's go with the frustration. This won't take long. Maybe we'll go back to the Adventurers Inn after that. Ooh, Beethoven's Fifth.
Wow.
Off the full screen.
And it's not capturing. Cool.
Give me a second.
I was gonna make a joke about how I guess this game can't be contained.
Just a minute. I have to tell it to do the thing. There's a race mode. Ooh.
A race mode?
A race mode. I'm guessing that's race is as in foot race, not race as in I'm a banana, you're not your ass. So therefore you're a majority and thus are an asshole by definition. Because that's just the way assholery works, right? Right? Am I right? All right.
Yeah. We need his extra credits calling us racist.
Yeah, we're not going to do race mode because we only have one copy of the game at this point.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Oh, this isn't good. All right, 1 player, 2 player, 3 player. Oh, there are only 2 controls.
Wow.
A planet where apes evolve from bananas.
Hold on.
No, the bananas are evolving
Is
from
this
the ape.
me? Oh no. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
I want what he's having.
I must have pressed the wrong button. I must have input the wrong sequence. I must have missed a character. I don't know what happened, but man, I'm a banana.
Franz Kafka gets artsy.
I think this one's doable. I think this game might be doable with a little bit of patience and understanding of exactly how zero-G works.
All right, this game certainly looks appealing, but I need a split.
All right. I had a feeling you were going to make that joke anyway.
I mean, I only did 1 joke. I did 2. And thank you a bunch. The trifecta. And on that note, catch you kids later.
All right.
She spins me round and round.
Wow, this
I
looks
mean,
like...
to be honest, it feels great. It feels pretty great being a banana. I feel very, well put together. Because I'm still sealed, I don't know how I would feel if I was an opened banana. I would feel a little exposed, but this is nice, I'm just sort of...
Oh.
No bruises. I'm a nice yellow banana. I'm actually a pretty attractive banana. I mean, really, I feel like a pretty attractive banana. I feel like the best banana in the bunch.
I cannot see
I feel
myself.
like the best banana in the bunch. And I'm the only banana in the bunch.
Get you up so I can... Oh shit, that's not an actual object. Oh, you did not just do that.
Oh,
Come on.
Jesus. Wow.
I'm gonna flow right back through. Damn. I floated all the way there, got sent to the floor.
Watch out for that needle.
I know, right? Gotta poke a hole in the pail. I will definitely lack a pail if I get stabbed like that.
Oh, you can go through it. Okay.
I'm gonna go backwards through.
You just like going through that entrance, don't you? In and out, in and out, in and out.
It's all the angles.
Yep.
So somebody that can play pool and knows what zero G looks like would probably do much better than I am. Because unfortunately my pool playing skills are pretty crap. Although I'm surprised our friend the Banana Man, Ray. That's his name now. His name is Ray.
Yeah.
Anybody doesn't catch that reference needs to pay attention to Debunk Tube.
There you go.
I should have held that down longer. Kind of want to stay off the... No, I went the wrong way.
There you go. Almost. There you go.
Oh, well, at least Thomas managed to get his jokes in before he had to leave.
Yeah. I'm trying hard to resist some of the jokes.
No, that's what this is actually for. It's called International Space Banana for a reason.
Well, I don't want Susan to remove your monetization now.
Like she's not like I'm getting anything out of Susan anyway. Seriously. Susan's not gonna give me money. I've been waiting for 3 years for the monies.
Oh, if you could just
Almost 4 years now, actually.
See if you can ricochet off of that.
The nicest part of this is that since we're in this kind of a shape, orientation and angular momentum actually make a difference here.
Yeah.
Problem, of course, is that I don't have the ability to do those calculations on the fly.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go. I don't know if you necessarily. It's sometimes not clear where all the solid surfaces are.
Yeah, that's a thing. But I think
You can put off of that.
having seen the rest of this, the way they put this thing together.
Don't know if you can get through the top. You're gonna have to go through the bottom.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through the underside. I was almost certain of that anyway. The amount of forces you can apply.
There you go.
I want to know how this thing thinks it's getting married. Now I'm gonna go right. I'm actually on a course to take me directly through that door. I don't know what the next part of this puzzle is, so I just know that I'm going to get stopped up eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna miss these two bits right here. And since acceleration is since all I have is momentum, I have no ability to accelerate without actually running into anything, which I may do here in a moment.
Let's see. Well, the nice thing about being the banana is you got the perfect shape to hook onto things.
Yes, and that's the other side of it. Oh wow, I'm just gonna sort right through this. I'm just gonna sort I'm gonna sort almost completely through the room.
Uh-oh. Well, where are you supposed to... Question is, you're coming up to a wall. Where are you supposed to go?
I think I'm supposed to go right through that window.
Huh. Oh, uh-oh. Deflected. You could have hooked off.
I
to
was.
that,
I was expecting that. The question is, am I gonna bounce off? Am I gonna bounce off that window, or do I need to do something else here? Am I gonna pass through the window, or am I gonna stop? I'm stopping. Good.
Yeah, you bounce.
I didn't bounce.
Where the heck you-
I just stopped.
You're still drifting, so it is still technically a bounce.
See, here's the problem. We don't know where we were supposed to go.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Maybe.
And
Just
sometimes this is going to be, and there are going to be cases where this is going to.
Yeah, that's the thing is this makes it difficult to know where you're gonna get in contact with.
Well, the only thing I don't actually know is where I was supposed to go,
Yeah.
because some of this is going to be mildly counterintuitive, and it looks like I was supposed to bounce up. So
On the other side,
pop.
we'll use that couch to check off. There you go. Is there a way down? No. Well, where the heck are you supposed to go?
I don't know off the top of my head. That's why I have you, because you're the one that's supposed to know everything.
I know nothing. There's gotta be an up or down somewhere. You hook the corner
There's
of
an
that.
up.
No.
It's an up. I'm almost certain of that.
Yeah, you're constantly drifting up. So there's gotta be a passage up somewhere. I'm just not seeing it.
I think it's up above there. Let's see if I can't get up to the ceiling over there. I need to be on the other side of those.
Deflect off. I was gonna say deflect hard off of those, and then deflect off of that cube there.
No, there, I can't. Well, there's again this thing called angular momentum. I have it. Now, what I need to do is deflect my silly ass straight up from right about here.
Go for it. As long as you're not supposed to land on that table.
Well, actually, the table seems to be the ideal place to work from. Sometimes you have to steer backwards just to get to the point where you want to be.
Yep.
Bounce off of that and that.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah.
There
see
it
there,
is.
there. Oh, good luck.
Yeah, I know, right? See, the thing is that this object is irregularly shaped, so
Yeah.
we have the ability to do a few things we wouldn't otherwise.
We're too low.
No, it's just that they get hooked on correctly.
Oh, can you go through it? You might be able to go through it.
That's kind of the point, I think.
See if you can. Yeah, I know you can hook on that plant, so I hook on that planter and dress.
Damn.
I can't believe this happened.
Oh, they're movable.
I was just, I need to retrace my
Yep.
steps. I was fiddling on the computer with my experiments. I was wrapping up an experiment. I was inputting the genetic sequence of banana, which is BANANANA. but something went terribly wrong. I must have hit the swap button instead of the. I don't know what happened.
This guy sounds a
I
lot
honestly
like
don't know how this
Thomas.
could have happened. I was just simply. I mean, sure, I'm a scientist working on the genetics of bananas and splicing bananas with monkeys because we think they would like that. That's all I was trying to do. I was just trying to make a banana that was a monkey because that seems like the sort of creature that would really love itself and have very high self-esteem because monkeys love bananas. So if a monkey was a banana or if a monkey was part banana, that monkey would love itself. And I gotta tell you, I feel like I sort of love myself now that I'm part banana.
All right, we're done. Ah! Okay, I know where I'm going with this. I know where I got to get to.
Or am I all banana? Or am I all banana? Well, no. I've still got my brain. I've still got my human brain. So I'm almost banana. I can think.
Okay, we're done here.
Yes.
We're done here.
Poor squirrel. Poor
That's it. We're
squirrel.
done. So yes, this is a 2-button game, which impresses me to no end. You can do all of this in 2 buttons. You just have to work. You just have to. The problem, of course, is the simulation of microgravity that they have here doesn't really operate the way the regular doesn't really operate the way it does normally. But then not having limbs really doesn't help matters.
Yeah. You're magically generating force somehow.
Actually, no. You can't. That's a thing you can't actually do.
Yeah.
If you have enough control over whatever it is you are at the time, you can actually generate a small amount of momentum, but just by turning, by rolling over and over again. Unfortunately, humans have these things they call stomachs and inner ears, and doing that a lot tends to create problems.
And bananas have new moving parts.
They also don't have guts that will spew things out if your inner ear gets too imbalanced for too long. You've got to have to even go there. You've got to have some serious control over your inner ear. Seriously. And that leaves us with 1 game remaining. At least of the ones we had planned. We may actually do something else on top of it. I don't know. It depends on how long this one holds up.
We'll see.
Well, we've got about 40 minutes. And that means that last game we had in mind might actually work. Don't know yet. There was one more we had in mind for today, but we weren't sure if that was going to be worth it or not. But then we also have some games that we picked up from Humble Bundle yesterday. Urban Colony F1 2020 Shenmue 3. What else was good? I don't remember. Actually, none of those were particularly good. Not from what I heard. But today we are going to do this thing. This is reportedly an action RPG that's got all Metroidvania on us. And I hit that too early. There it goes. And that is loud. Stop that. Stop being loud.
It just wants you to notice it, Senpai.
Right. All characters are over 18 years of age. This is not a good sign. I think we may actually get in trouble for this one. Although it was sold on Steam without that, so who knows? There are some settings here.
Sure.
There we go. Full screen. No. Key config difficulty. What difficulty levels do we have? Easy, normal, and hard. Fine. We'll figure out the keys as we go along, I think. Life in Yima. Or Ima.
Well, yeah, because when I looked it up, it didn't look like it was that type of thing.
It may actually have, it may be one of those that's patched.
Ah.
Okay, so the game admits right off the top that it's not particularly well optimized for controllers. I'm the book book fairy. So you're Histoire. Humans, subhumans, elves, and other races exist where magic and science coexist. Okay then.
Yeah.
I don't see this ending well. I'm not very good at introductions, so didn't what? You got to deliver the script. You can at least try and write one. You expect everybody to do everything for you. Why don't you look in the book under your feet? I need a script. No. Improv. Yes, improv is good. We like improv. Ah. Time, place, character. Time, place, character. Right. Got it. Okay. Well, these are too many of them. There are too many of them. Let's help them out here. Let's talk. I'll skip this part. Let's talk about J City. What's J City?
No clue.
The TV's supposed to have a slideshow. It's just not. It just doesn't exist. Oddest cities. Oddest, okay. Founded by humans, built by multiple races, one of the very few modern technology cities on the continent. Not in the continent, because that would imply that it is embedded underground. A city-state. Oh, well, okay. That would explain it being year 119 of the new era.
Ooh, shoot. I missed it.
Missed what?
Yeah, there was an end warning on this.
Yeah, there is. It just means we may not be able to run it for very long.
Yeah, just keep F4 close at hand.
Are you the handyman? Yes, you're the handyman. I'm not even related to the game's story. What am I? You're the janitor, Buku. What? She's talking too much. Okay, so she's gonna squirrel off into the distance. Because we're lazy and we didn't want to. Boring people to death. Oh! Ow! Whoa!
Watch as the Easter squirrel hop around delivering gameplay. Bleed purple.
Oh! Bleeding purple! And thank you, Tendra, for the $15 donation. That will help immensely. You get us through another day. It's Zoo, okay. Okay, so this might actually be let me order the two
Hey,
person
mother, again.
How you doing there? Two chicken legs and 4 whole chicken wings. Ooh. Talk about your heavy eaters. Oh. Okay. I spoke a hair too soon.
Okay, I'll hold the kitty.
Vermicelli soup featuring duck. Blah. No, no, it's okay, Tindra. I hear that thing so rarely. I fair jump just about every time. Yeah, we're doing okay. We just gotta get a thing figured out here before too awful long.
Well, I got my kitty bloopers.
Yeah, but your kitty doesn't make noise. The dog whines. Okay, so I'm not a big fan of the super pixelated graphics like this. But I'll give them that the animation is actually pretty good.
Seems okay so far. Yep. We have a nice warm day today.
What?
Oh, Mother Dragon was telling what the temperature we have today, and it is nice and warm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh yeah, it is actually kind of toasty over there. It's just under half that here, at least according to this.
Oh.
We're currently at 9, as opposed to 20. It's been I think our top over the last week was 22. I think that's about as high as we've gotten so far this year. That's okay. It'll warm up. And then when it gets to 30ish or so, everybody will be bitching about how hot it is.
Yep. I don't know. I think this is just the perfect temperature.
No, I don't actually mind. 20 degrees is good. No data. Why is YouTube bitching about not getting data at all? And that lasted less than a minute. Let's have a look.
I've been watching the stream for a bit. I haven't seen any problems. I don't know what YouTube's telling you.
Yeah, YouTube's bitch. You know what? YouTube's just being bitchy. I've discovered this. There has not been a single drop frame on this end. And in fact, our bandwidth issue is missing altogether.
I'll watch the stream here.
Pilot project for expansion plan for construction of an urban cluster, but we don't actually have a lot. It doesn't have a lot to do with us.
And now I can watch both.
Here we have it, Surfer News. Breaking news, folks. From rare flooding occurs once every 50 years. You mean like all of the flooding that hit China last summer?
Oh.
Restricted and blocked. Okay. I have to ask I find myself compelled to ask the question. What is the difference between restricted and blocked in this sense? How the hell does that make any fracking sense at all?
None.
Okay, they could have left off. They could have taken out 2 words. Restrict
Yep.
the and the restricted,
Restricted
or the
and
blocked, and gotten exactly the same effect.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because even if you take the term limited, blocked destroys limited.
yeah. If the road is blocked, the road is blocked. If travel is restricted because landslides, then you should say that.
Yeah.
There's already people out there, and now they're cut off. Yeah, probably. Funnily enough, English is not as wordy as some other languages. I think this one's translated from Chinese.
Hmm.
The floor is cold. Oh, wow. Why would the floor be cold?
Don't ask me.
I don't know who these people are, but I think this girl right here with the blonde hair is actually our Mai is our actual protagonist. She's hungry, and her tummy and her mind are both empty. This is not good. Worse is when your tummy is empty and your mind is full, as Pooh will no doubt attest to. You know, Winnie the Pooh. Because that was an actual line from an A.A. Milne novel. Maggie. Okay. Okay. So we are out. I have no idea what J City is.
Well, I have no clue either.
Ah! That must be a save point.
Ooh.
A lighty uppy save point.
Yep.
What's the glowing pillar for? What? It's glowing. No. I like it. They actually pop little emoticons out here. That's the thing that's going to take some effort.
Oh, I love emoticons.
Well, they're actually doing some interesting work with Splat. Oh, where'd you go?
Whoa!
That's no
What?
good. We can't have that.
Yeah, don't disintegrate your friend. Oh, no, teleportation.
She was teleported somewhere.
So she was cloned and murdered. Okay. The cloning murder machine.
Well, yeah, the clone murder machine, as opposed to the murder hobo. The blonde murder hobo.
Yep. Oh.
Okay, that's the attack. That's the jump. Okay, we're not going that way. Okay. There we go. That worked. Oh. This looks no good. I got hammered. Let's verify. Okay. Follow the path to find a way out. Boop! Oh, there's another stone pillar. Does it work? Yes, it's called a sawtooth. Turn on, damn you.
Stop, Colby.
I don't feel... Okay.
Stop. Alex.
Up. And now has been murdered and is going to be reassembled someplace else again. Okay, that's it for the tutorial, apparently. You, a doctor, are still afraid of this. What? You what? Oh, Jesus Christ. Seriously, people? I have no idea what that even means. I know my brain went south very quickly, but I'm sure that's not what they mean here.
I don't even want to think about it. Actually, I don't mind thinking about it. It's Susan that doesn't want me to think about it.
I know, right? What's up with that?
Okay. Are you done?
All right, the pillar is going to boot her back out. And she just boom and disappeared. Boom. Describe boom more clearly.
Murder clone death machine.
Oh, we can't afford to cough up for it if we've damaged a relic. Let me have a look.
Oh.
No. Yeah, stay put.
Jeez, the life of somebody apparently doesn't matter, you know. The relic is more important, of course.
Alex, he needs to go outside if he's going to do that. Or he has to shut up.
I'm going to break it because you're going to hear me. Because I said so.
What's he watching?
It's weird how they keep bobbing their heads.
No nap allowed.
Ow! That looked like it hurt. Yokai! We're out of here.
Wow.
You broke her. That's the sad part. They broke her. Poor Mine.
I know. I know.
I have no idea what's going on now.
Couldn't tell ya.
They keep repeating the amnesia thing. They're going to have to stop doing that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Take him outside or something.
I'm a friendly unit.
Doesn't get to watch TV.
Okay. Somebody needs an actual translator. This machine translation is you're killing me. Those are English words.
Yeah, no kidding.
They read like English words, but that's not English. There are some things I will forgive, but absolute abuse of grammar is not one of them. The sad part of it is, it's probably not even so much an abuse of grammar. It's using somebody else's grammar to make it look like English, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, I agree with Paulina.
Google should never be your translator. Unfortunately, you have a problem with. Paulina seems to have a problem with misplacing commas.
Yeah, you're right.
That comma doesn't belong there in any way, shape, or form.
I'll blame Google.
This is called hardship, don't you understand? Why would this be called hardship? No, never mind. I give up trying to figure this thing out. I'm not gonna cook for you anymore if you don't shut the fuck up now. Bitch. We don't have anything to fill the dumplings with. Dunbling. I have
Wow.
This game had to have been originally Chinese.
Did I write this game? Did
I
I do
begin
the
to
story for
honestly,
this
I'm
game?
beginning to wonder.
Jeez.
Let's see what other languages it's in. Yeah, it's Chinese. This doesn't even have, doesn't even have. It's interface and subtitles in English, simplified traditional Chinese. Usually, I've checked this by now, but
Yeah.
there's another item actually that comes in this pack, a $3 game called Underground Watcher.
Oh.
And that one's almost a year old.
Yeah.
And it looks very similar to what we've got. Actually, oh, well, that would be.
Oh, no, that's the name there. Dumbling.
Dunbling, yeah, that's her freaking name.
Wow.
But yeah, there's a different one called. You remember the character we had before, the blue-headed girl we had earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was the protagonist for the previous game. So it looks like a baton toss. It looks like a baton pass. Okay, if there's a buff, would it not actually? It could be helpful or harmful to my. Isn't there another name for a for a buff that hurts? Oh, debuff. That's a thing. Ooh, check it out. What if we're not in a dungeon? We get our. Oh no. With a sticker.
Oh, I see.
Okay. We have a map of the village, and we only got a handful of hit points, though. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, so everywhere there's those glows, that's something.
At some place we can go.
Yeah.
And she can't use the shower, which is unfortunate.
I mean, it's a cute little game. Hard to say if I'd be interested. It's kind of on the edge.
Well, the developer has self-published. The first game's $3. This one's $6, and you can get both for $7 and change. US,
that's not
of
bad.
course.
Yeah.
Oh, this one, if I want the other one, it's it'll be $2.50 because I've got this one already.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Looks like they put at least a decent amount of work into it. So.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you can't expect everyone to be experts.
That one's called Akiba.
How do you pronounce that blue haired girl's name? Boa.
Wrong. Boabu, I think it is.
Boaba? Okay.
Oh, Bawa.
Bawa, okay.
I think. My Chinese is shit, so we're going with that. We're just gonna go with that. My Chinese is shit. I don't know what the hell I don't know what the hell I'd be talking about anyway. How are the dumplings? They were good for 5. Did I say oh? The village head never said she had a good personality. And yeah, dumplings is wow.
Wow.
That's just wow. So where is this place? And who are you guys? Who are you people? That's Akiba. Looks like a nurse, although she's currently holding a mop. Hello. Charsiu. Now, Charsiu is actually a type of ramen.
Hmm.
What? Okay. You know what? I give up trying to make this game making any damn sense. You don't have to apologize because I don't remember shit. I don't know anything. And that is just mangled.
Wow.
Where am I? What? Oh. No, it's got the same hat too. Just a different freaking color. Sparkly! All the cobwebs have run off. The backpack you use to store shit. Okay. There's a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all of the things. Okay, so there appears to be some sort of a time mechanic. They cleaned up the house though, so I suppose that's okay. Alright. Let's see if I can. Oh, wow. Okay. That's the only menu? Yeah, it's the only menu. Alright, I think we're about done here, and in my little brain, we can kill this. We can kill this. We can kill the stream 10 minutes early. Sound good to you?
It takes us time to wrap up.
What? Yeah,
it takes us time to wrap up. So,
all right. So that was different.
Yeah.
The sad part of it was this is the one that took the longest.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna hit on it that much at all. I mean, it's a budget game. You know, I mean, obvious. You can see for the price, the guy put in a decent amount of work. So.
Well, I expected it's actually a small team. Mechanically, it seems like it's okay. There is a story. We don't know all of it because we haven't seen the first game, but it's not terrible.
No,
you just have to find a way to get around the machine translation, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It'll certainly test your English skills. Trying to interpret it is, that looks like English. It sounds like English when read aloud, but that's not English. It really isn't.
English.
Wow. And then something and misuse of words.
Yep.
I might actually be able to, if I read enough of that, I might actually be able to get a sense of the actual grammar pattern for Chinese. But I'm not sure I want to. I've got experience in a few. I have some level of experience in a few languages, and that is a grammar pattern that just it bothers me. Which is the actual problem with machine translations. They don't get grammar. They just say, okay, this thing over here in this language means that thing over there in that language, and then they just print it straight out. So, a native finding someone that actually speaks a fair amount of English, or better yet, a native English speaker that knows enough about Chinese to get to know the differences in the grammar, that would probably help matters. I think that would actually work pretty well. They don't. That means that somebody that knows the grammar for the language can take a machine translation and do a proper localization for it. So that's kind of bugging me, but at the same time, what can you do? Especially for $6 a copy, you're probably not going to be able to afford a translator like that. Not that you would never be able to, but it would be entertaining watching you try.
Yeah. It's a weird thing. I'm kind of hoping that banana game is actually on the Switch, because that'd be actually kind of cool to have on there.
I think it is actually. I think there were Switch keys on offer. I don't remember exactly.
I have to admit. All right.
No, PCube sent it here for PC only. So. It was developed by an outfit called Cool Scooter Software. They need to. I think there's. No, it's actually not terrible. Banana-chan. All right. There is actually a physical collector's edition. I'm not that won't interest me though. We've got quite a bit here. We've actually got quite a bit here. Where's my monocle? After the problems with Beethoven playing, absolutely. All right, no banana racism. We're just gonna leave it at everybody's screwed. Okay. So, yeah, not completely terrible. I've certainly seen worse games on offer. Just in general, I've got a couple of them coming up that are probably going to be horrifying.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. If the worst thing I have to bitch about is a machine translation, then we're doing pretty good.
Yeah. That Neptunia game, the mouse controls. If it had good mouse controls, that game would be. Other than the long intro, that would.
They would probably work a lot better than I actually. Yeah. I have hardware acceleration on this mouse. I jacked it up to full before I tried that little experiment with the mouse. Holy crap! That was bad. Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was horrifyingly slow, even with hardware acceleration maxed out. So.
Yeah. That's what I said,
And I operate Doom on level 2 out of 5. I jacked this up to 5 just to get there, just to get that. It's pretty bad. And in fact, if I wanted to bitch about it, that would be what I would bitch about. Controller is more effective for that particular game, but
yeah,
trying to fire and turn at the same time is almost impossible. There are a few things that you can do, and probably a few things that they should do to kind of clean that up a little bit. I would love to hear the dub voices again. Those were kind of nifty, but I don't have to. And what actually surprised me is how close together the Nep-Nep's voice actress was to Japanese voice actress was her Seiyu against the American voice actress they found for the earlier games. that was impressive. All right, I think that should about do it for us, though. We've got some thoughts. We've got some fun. We talked about the Doctor Who iOS game because because that one is actually on Steam. But I only had an Android APK and the iOS store to operate from. So maybe I get a copy for PC and it works better. I don't know. I just know that I spent a couple of hours abusing the screen of my iPad. And I didn't get as far as I would have liked in that time. All right. So while YouTube is bitching that they're getting no data, when in fact they are getting data, we haven't dropped a single fracking frame.
No, we haven't seen a swirly at all.
Well, it's probably because there were just a couple of us in the Discord room this time. We get the whole Snark Patrol, and it does tend to slow down a bit. All right, so I think that's going to about do it for us today. It is 1 in the afternoon on the left coast, and time to play the sign-off game. Let's wrap this up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends on social media, because the first apocalypse hit us really freaking hard, and the thing is about to tell me that I've lost a whole 100 subscribers when in fact I only lost 1. But they still they're still bleeding me out as far as subscribers go. So yeah, how about we give it a hand and bring in some new folks? And then the little bell. Click into the little bell and go down to all, because I don't get recommended anymore. At least it doesn't seem like it. All right. Between now and the next time we see you, be safe. Be sane.
And let's make games with more bananas and less lemons.
All right, folks. Oh, dear. Oops. Squeezer.